All right, I got three questions that'll kind of take us off this thing. But first one is, you're in front of a room of high school kids, and a kid asks you, what's the biggest mistake you made as a high school athlete? What would you tell them?
Mm, I mean, it's really simple, but like I never stretched as a high school athlete. I went
Okay.
into college a very inflexible person, and I think that it limited me in the volume and amount of training I could do because I was so susceptible to injuries as a freshman, and Coach LeBady was very careful with me my freshman year as far as adding intensity because I don't. It wasn't necessarily the low intensity, low mileage program I was in. It was just the fact that I had no treatment plan. I didn't see a trainer in high school. I didn't see a massage therapist. I didn't see a chiro. I didn't do any kind of um, preventative work as a high school athlete.
Yeah.
I think that's a very simple thing that whether it's going to see a physical therapist once every couple weeks just to make sure your body's aligned and ready to go and that you're recovering and stretching and keeping your body as healthy as possible and as fit and fine tuned as possible as you can do. I didn't do that in high school. I just went out, did the workout, went home, ate dinner, and hung out. I mean,
Sure.
that was like so I think that was like something that like it's very simple to do that you don't necessarily have to have like a lot of resources to do. It's whether it's foam rolling or stretching, whatever you got to do to keep your body going. I didn't do that, and that's when I tried to up the intensity in college, it limited me.
What's the biggest lesson you learned? You learned when you were a college athlete. If you're looking back at it now, what probably the biggest lesson that you learned?
Probably. I mean, I think it's very common, but I think time management's a big aspect that people don't understand. It's like in high school, you go from where your mom cooks you dinner and everything's kind of lined up and you got everything going to college where other than your coach writing your workouts and your team organizing your travel and your meets and stuff, everything else is on you to get your homework done, to get to practice on time, to make sure that you got clean clothes for practice, to make sure you got your shoes like in the right place. You're not leaving them in your dorm like when you go to practice. I mean, all these things are
Yeah.
very little things that add up very quickly. So I think very quickly time management was something that I learned in college.